Right now at 5, situational training. Police are learning more on how to handle calls related to substance abuse.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thanks for watching News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. We will get to that story in just a bit, but first, this region could be facing some severe negative wind chill in just about an hour. So let's send it immediately over to the First Warren Center and meteorologist Eric Dean.
All right, good evening, Ken. Good evening, everybody. Yeah, we do have an alert day out for tonight going into tomorrow, as that wind chill factor will be well below zero. And you can see behind me, everybody in the News 8 Now viewing area is under a winter weather advisory that starts at 6 p.m. Right now we're at 12 degrees with sunny skies. It feels like 2 below out there. Winds are out of the north-northwest at 12 miles per hour. Look at our dew point. It's very dry out there, down to 9 below. And right now we're seeing temperatures in the single digits and low teens. The warm spot on the map looks like Boscobel at 19, 17 in the Dells, 12 in Volkfield, 12 in La Crosse, as well as Winona. Eau Claire, you're at 6, Ladysmith, you're at 5, but you factor in that wind chill, already down to 14 below in Ladysmith, 10 below in Eau Claire, 3 below in Winona, 11 below in Preston. So again, there's that wind chill advisory in effect for everybody in the News 8 Now viewing area. Whether you're watching me in Rusk County or Crawford County, this starts at 6 p.m. tonight and goes until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Now, Ken, coming up in the First Warren forecast, we're going to talk about how low we will go, and we're going to get above freezing. And I'll tell you that when that's going to happen in a few minutes.
All right, hopefully soon.
Yes, very soon.
Thanks very much, Eric. Back on the news side of things, 2 men accused of breaking into a Chippewa Falls apartment and injuring 2 people are still free on bond. Jeremiah Mackey and Elijah Johnson are charged with felony counts of armed robbery, substantial battery, use of a dangerous weapon, and false imprisonment. A bond hearing was scheduled for this morning to reflect updated charges, including the alleged use of a gun. According to online court records, the state did not file a bond motion. And the judge denied the bond motion made by the victims, who made statements in court. The judge kept the current bond in place for both Mackey and Johnson. According to a criminal complaint, the 2 men broke into an apartment and hit 2 people with a gun and then stole a PlayStation 5 before running away. Both victims were taken to a hospital with injuries. Another bond review hearing is scheduled for March 1st. Tyre Nichols' death 3 days after a brutal beating by Memphis police officers is placing pressure on the Biden administration to pass the stalled George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. As Nicole D'Antonio reports, the president and vice president are meeting with members of the Congressional Black Caucus to get the police reform legislation back on track.
The death of Tyre Nichols is yet another example of why we do need action.
President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris met with black congressional leaders at the White House Thursday, renewing a push for police reform.
We got to stay at it as long as it takes.
The George Floyd Justice in Policing Act, introduced back in 2021, included measures to limit unnecessary or deadly use of force, restrict no-knock warrants and chokeholds, and limit qualified immunity for officers, which was a major sticking point on Capitol Hill. House Democrats passed the legislation twice in the previous Congress, but it's been stalled for more than a year and now faces a tougher challenge with Republicans controlling the House. Vice President Harris, who co-wrote the legislation while in the Senate, made an impassioned plea at Tyre Nichols' funeral Wednesday.
We demand that Congress pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Joe Biden will sign it.
Earlier this week, Republican Senator Tim Scott pointed blame at Democrats for not making a deal on areas where there was common ground. Reforms that included de-escalation training and a duty to intervene, something Tyre Nichols' family is now calling for.
Had the duty to intervene been law of the land on the federal level, it could have made a difference in Memphis, Tennessee.
The Nichols family is expected to attend the State of the Union address next week at the invitation of the Congressional Black Caucus, looking to keep police reform front and center. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Last year, President Biden signed an executive order named after George Floyd that focused on requiring federal agencies to review and revise policies on the use of force. In the meantime, police officers in La Crosse are learning to handle people in crisis. During a one-day-only crisis intervention training session, about 20 law enforcement officers learned about substance use disorders. Topics ranged from medical treatment to de-escalation skills. Leaders say it's useful to learn what to do on the job, but it's crucial that officers are aware of local resources for those suffering with substance abuse.
It helps them hone their skills on de-escalation, but also knowing where and what in our community might assist them is really important at that time of that call.
Now, today's training was done in partnership with La Crosse Police, La Crosse County Human Services, and La Crosse County Sheriff's Department. Senator Tammy Baldwin says newly signed legislation is giving needed resources to help Wisconsin farmers. Part of the legislation includes using $10 million to connect farmers and ranchers to mental health and stress assistance programs. Another $25 million will provide state farmers and processors federal grants to support their businesses. Now, Senator Baldwin is also part of the bipartisan Farmland Security Act, designed to address a rising amount of foreign investment on U.S. farmland. According to Baldwin, foreign-owned farming acreage has reportedly doubled in the last decade, but the numbers she and her colleagues are seeing are incomplete. She says the new law is going to bring needed transparency.
Our farms are the economic engine that fuel many of our rural communities, but when our farmland is bought up by foreign investors who often don't even live here, it has huge implications, and we have to keep an eye on it.
Baldwin says existing law states foreign investors have to disclose those land purchases, but the inaccurate data tells members of Congress that not all of those disclosures are actually happening. La Crosse County wants to help you revamp your home. Through the neighborhood revitalization programs, you could receive a grant to help redevelop your home. Grants include funds up to $50,000 for single-family housing, up to $100,000 for multifamily housing projects. To be clear, this program is not for home renovation, but to help rehabilitate old and deteriorating homes. To find out if you qualify, we've got more information at news8000.com. Sun Country Airlines and Landlines are introducing a new service for Eau Claire passengers. Starting in March, Landline will be launching a van service connecting passengers from Chippewa Valley Regional Airport to Minneapolis. People can also use the van service if they just want to get to Minneapolis landmarks like the Mall of America. According to the business development manager for Landline, the goal is to help passengers relax and enjoy a stress-free trip.
For a $10 add-on to your Sun Country ticket, you virtually can, relax, work, whatever you need to do, and then, get to the airport as a nonstop from Eau Claire to Minneapolis.
The new van service will be in addition to Sun Country flights connecting EAU and MSP 4 times a week. Still ahead on News 8 Now at 5, Black adults rarely show up in Alzheimer's research studies, and this may affect their safe access to new medication on the market. We'll have more on this coming up after the break.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat. It's time for the annual hog sale. Order a half hog for $3.45 or a whole hog for $6.85. Price includes smoking of bacon and ham. Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
Get everything for your next home renovation at Menards. When you need a paint to fit your lifestyle, Pittsburgh has got you covered. From crack-resistant to fast-drying options, we have the paint for your needs. Grab a gallon today for $49.98. It's a great time for your next upgrade from your appliance destination right now at Menards. Upgrade your home with quality, energy-efficient appliance brands, including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. Save big money on your entire appliance upgrade right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome to Esco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. We are celebrating President's Day all month long. Take up to 5 years to pay interest-free. Need new appliances? Take 2 years to pay. Countertops? Take 3 years to pay. An adjustable base bed? Take 5 years to pay. Wesco One Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
When we designed the all-new Honda Pilot Trail Sport, we made it adventure ready. With features like off-road tuned suspension, an enhanced all-wheel drive system, all-terrain tires, and Trail Watch. So you can blaze new trails. The all-new Pilot Trail Sport, the most off-road capable Honda SUV ever.
Monster Truck Nitro Glow Tour will invade the La Crosse Center with two big shows. February 17th and 18th. Monster Truck Strong Racing and Tough Truck Racing. Plus all new Inflation Buster prices. Limited tickets only $10. Available only online. VIP tickets includes the pit party pass and the best seat. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com, MonsterTruckTour.com, or the box office. Subject to services. Riding a real monster truck. Kids get a free tour gift at the Friday show while supplies last. 7:30 p.m. both shows. February 17th and 18th at La Crosse Center.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh quality local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our beef bundle, which includes ground beef, beef roast, sirloin steak, and cube steak. Eat healthy. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market, and much, much more.
If you use eye drops, the CDC has a warning about a brand that may be linked to a dangerous bacterial infection. Michael George has the details.
The Centers for Disease Control is warning the public to immediately stop using a common over-the-counter brand of eye drops. The advisory comes after 55 patients in 12 states were infected with a rare and potentially deadly strain of drug-resistant bacteria. The CDC, together with state and local health departments, says most of those patients had used eye drops, the majority of them EzriCare Artificial Tears lubricant eye drops. The drops are manufactured in India and sold at Walmart and other major stores as a preservative-free dry eye treatment. The infections have caused one death after the infection got into the bloodstream and have also resulted in permanent vision loss and hospitalization. The CDC says consumers should stop using EzriCare drops. Symptoms of an eye infection can include discharge, eye pain or discomfort, redness of the eye or eyelid, the feeling of something in the eye, as well as increased sensitivity to light or blurry vision. Patients with symptoms should get medical care, but for those who have used the product and have no signs of infection, the CDC is not recommending testing. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
EzriCare says it has not been asked to conduct a recall, but is advising consumers to discontinue use of the artificial tears until safety concerns are resolved. This Black History Month, UW Health researchers are raising awareness of racial disparities in research studies. Black adults are twice as likely to get Alzheimer's as white adults, yet Black Americans are often left out of research studies about the disease. Researchers at UW Health are actively working against this trend. Their research, African Americans Fighting Alzheimer's in Midlife, aims at making Alzheimer's research more inclusive.
This is on us to try to address that skepticism and demonstrate our commitment and ethics in our approach to Alzheimer's disease research.
The research also hopes to improve engagement and recruitment in the efforts. Still ahead, Jimmy the Groundhog has made his prediction. He says we've got a few more weeks of bundling up.
And in the world of weather, that forecast was spot on. We do have a wind chill advisory in effect for everybody in the News 8 Now viewing area. We'll plot everything out using Sky Tracker and the First One forecast on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Don't miss Ashley's President's Day preview sale. This week only, get 10% off on trending styles throughout the store and online. And explore special financing options that fit your budget. Visit your local Ashley store in Arcadia, Eau Claire, and Onalaska, and the Ashley Outlet in Arcadia.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, farm is in our name, so you know we're animal experts. And when it comes to your pets, we know it pays to have a plan. Whether you have a new addition or a grizzled companion, one that's sporty or even a bit sensitive. Whatever your pet's needs, they deserve advanced nutrition. Purina Pro Plan Nutrition. Find the right Pro Plan formula for your dog or cat today at fair and honest prices. Just ask the animal experts at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Take your day from good to great with Perkins Great Plates under $10. Get big flavor and bigger savings with our Magnificent 7 breakfast, Big Bacon BLT, and more. And don't forget a delicious pie from our bakery. Save time and order online at perkinstogo.com.
Monster Truck Nitro Glow Tour will invade the La Crosse Center with two big shows. February 17th and 18th. Monster Truck Strong Racing and Tough Truck Racing. Plus all new Inflation Buster prices. Limited tickets only $10. Available only online. VIP tickets includes the pit party pass and the best seat. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com, MonsterTruckTour.com, or the box office. Subject to services. Riding a real monster truck. Kids get a free tour gift at the Friday show while supplies last. 7:30 p.m. both shows. February 17th and 18th at La Crosse Center.
Got a good feeling about this, yeah, I'm with it. I got a good feeling about this, yeah, so let's get it.
When you watch News 8 Now, expect the facts.
A vote to close the nearly 100-year-old Lincoln Middle School.
We are put in this place because the state legislature refuses to fund public education appropriately.
Expect community.
$5 for soup, bread, and a vote.
Winner tonight is going to get a couple $1,000s to make their project happen.
A quarterly micro-grant funding organizer. He hopes that tonight's efforts will better help the community in the long run.
We are News 8. Expect more.
Don't sleep on Ashley's President's Day mattress preview sale. Save up to $900 on select Purple mattresses and Ascent base sets. Plus, receive 10% off Purple pillows, sheets, and mattress protectors. Visit your local Ashley store in Arcadia, Eau Claire, and Onalaska, and the Ashley Outlet in Arcadia.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page or find us at news8000.com. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, it is a not-so-happy Groundhog Day. Folks in Sun Prairie, just outside Madison, gathered to hear Jimmy the Groundhog's prediction. Hopes were high as Jimmy predicted an early start to spring the past 2 years. Jimmy asked the city's mayor to translate his message today, and he delivered the bad news to a disappointed crowd.
I have seen my shadow. In consideration of this, I hereby proclaim that there will be 6 more weeks of winter.
And of course, Jimmy's cousin in Pennsylvania, Punxsutawney Phil, made the same prediction earlier today. Disappointing, but if you live in this region long enough, you come to expect that winter lasts until April, Eric.
Yeah,
that's just how it is.
That's right. You know, hey, the good news, if there is any, meteorological spring starts March 1st.
Okay, there we go.
I'll take that. Outside right now, though, we have plenty of sun out there. You can see the beautiful sunset here on CityCam. Outside right now, we have 12 degrees with sunny skies. It feels like 2 below out there. Winds are out of the north-northwest at 12 miles per hour. So here's the Dean's List as we go into the next several hours. First off, wind chill advisory is going to kick in. We're going to see well below 0 wind chills, but above freezing as we go into your Saturday and Sunday. We'll see temperatures right around 33, 34 degrees. Here's the latest advisory map. The wind chill advisory is for everybody in the News 8 Now viewing area. This starts at 6 o'clock p.m. and goes until 9 o'clock on Friday. So when you wake up in the morning, temperatures well below 0 will greet you, down to 21 below in Ladysmith, 19 below in Eau Claire, 14 below in Winona, 11 below in La Crosse, 14 below in Viroqua. So we take a look at that wind chill over the next several hours. Some places could see wind chill factors between 25 to 35 degrees below 0. So the bottom line, definitely bundle up tonight going into your morning commute for your Friday. Even by the noon hour, everybody is going to stay well below 0 in terms of the wind chill. Now, don't forget for weather anytime, day or night, you can download that free News 8000 First Warn Weather app. To receive the latest information for your area, you will get the latest on the wind chill advisory. You'll get the video forecast. You'll get your 8-day, all that good stuff, again, on the free News 8000 First Warn Weather app. So here's a look at the weekend. Let's go ahead and give you a little sneak peek, and shall we? We'll see a high of 33 Saturday, 34 for Sunday in La Crosse. Eau Claire, you'll go to 32 and 33 respectively. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds in the morning hours. So the weather in motion, not a cloud in the sky. We have a beautiful, beautiful evening out there in terms of that sunset, but again, that temperature is just downright cold. Here's your setup. We're on the leading edge of a high pressure system, and when we get in this system, or this setup, you can see that wind coming out of the north and northwest, which is what's going to usher that cooler air. So we take a look here in terms of snowfall. We're not going to see any over the next several days. We're sitting at 30.4 inches this season. Our average for this time of year is 26.8, so we're above normal on that end. But this time last year, we were pretty much where we are now, 30.3 inches. So we take a look at Sky Tracker for tonight. We'll see clear skies. We'll see that temperature drop well below 0. By Friday morning, the clouds will start to pick up. We'll see temperatures staying in the single digits. And then by Saturday, we shift the winds out of the south, and we really start to ramp up those temps with highs going back into the 30s. So the details of the First Warn forecast for tonight, we go to 11 degrees, mostly clear, just downright cold, no matter how you slice and dice it, with winds out of the northwest at 5 to 15 miles per hour. On your day planner, we go to 11 below by 8 a.m., 2 below by the noon hour. As we take a look here at the afternoon hours, we're only going to 6 degrees throughout the afternoon. My forecast high is 7, and then we warm up, Ken. Got a 33 on Saturday, 34 Sunday. Monday, why is that guy still there? Monday, 30, I think he's kind of wishful thinking now. 39 degrees, 20% chance of rain, 36 for Tuesday, back into the upper 30s Wednesday, Thursday, 34 for Friday. Our average high for this time of year is 28 degrees, Ken. So we're going to go from well below normal to above normal. And I need to have a talk with the little woodchuck there to see why he's still
I know.
lingering around.
Isn't one day enough for him?
It was like 2, 3, 4. Wait, you know, it's like the movie Groundhog Day. It's like a repeat of itself.
Oh, okay. That's they just want to have every day to come out.
Like, yeah, it's Groundhog Day.
Let everybody know if they see the shadow or not.
Yeah, it's Groundhog Day again.
Good stuff. All right. Well, we're waiting for that warm up for sure. In the meantime.
Yes.
All right, Eric Dean. Thanks very much. Still to come tonight at 5 when we come back. Big game preparations. The Eagles and Chiefs are not the only groups working around the clock to prep for Super Bowl 57. We'll highlight some of the unsung heroes that make Super Bowl magic happen right after this.
Friday on News 8 Now this morning, why air pollution poses a threat to your mental health as well. We'll explain and how one Minnesotan is helping unhoused Minnesotans with plastic bags. Well, have a great Thursday night. More News 8 Now is after the break.
Your entry door is the first thing people see when they come to visit. Make it inviting. Call the Board Store Home Improvements today for a prompt free estimate. 782-8877.
PB and J? PB before we go. P before we go. P before we go. See you tomorrow? Yeah.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you. Thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Anyone, anywhere can record crimes as they happen, and we're going to watch them right here. Watch iCrime.
And he came down, y'all. Oh, he's running.
Weekdays at 11 on My 8.
Morning. Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
Funny.
Good luck out there.
I decided that I would do a nude photo shoot.
One-on-one with Shania Twain, her musical crowning moment next ET.
Let's drew it.
Fantastic. You're here now. It's fantastic.
Feeling it.
You kind of crushed it today.
Weekdays at 3 on News 8. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
Welcome back. Just 10 days to go before Super Bowl 57 kicks off within these walls in Glendale, Arizona at State Farm Stadium. Of course, the matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs. Two of the best teams all year long going head-to-head inside the dome confines, the usual home of the Arizona Cardinals. Now on the NFC side in this matchup, the Eagles come in at 16-3, trying to win the franchise's second ever title, first coming back in 2017. Chiefs, meanwhile, are in the Super Bowl for the third time in 4 years, last winning it all in 2019. You've got two MVP candidates at quarterback, Jalen Hurts right there for Philly, Patrick Mahomes for Kansas City. This will be the first time, in fact, that two black quarterbacks face off for the Lombardi Trophy. Now, Vegas right now has the over-under for this game at 50.5 points, so a lot of scoring expected. and the Eagles are a 1.5-point favorite. Now, there's also a whole other crew preparing for the stadium for what's essentially the country's biggest live event. This stadium in Glendale has rolled in a brand new grass field. They put it in sections that are 3.5 feet wide and 40 feet long, and then they put the pieces together slowly. A crew of 35 people been working 7 days a week to keep it in the best shape possible, get it all painted as well. And a Wilson Sporting Goods plant in Ohio even has a role to play for the big game. They're making all the footballs for it, 108 footballs per team, including 12 balls that are specific for kicking. They're all made by hand at this plant. No other machines allowed. Kickoff from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, set for 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Central. If you are thinking about trying to see the game at the stadium instead of maybe a watch party here in the Coulee region, well, StubHub says the average ticket is now more than $7,500. And maybe go for the watch party route instead. We will have a look at what's coming up at 6 when we come back, and Eric Dean will be in for another check of your forecast.
A prosecutor, now Circuit Court Judge, Janet Protasewicz.
On the Supreme Court, I'll be a common sense judge. I'll protect public safety. I believe in a woman's freedom to make her own decision on abortion. It's time for a change.
Calling all fishermen, hunters, and outdoor sports enthusiasts.
The La Crosse Sports Show returns February 9th through 12th.
Grab the latest gear and browse through the many boats, docks, lifts, ATVs, RVs, fifth wheels, travel trailers, and more.
Save big with special show-only pricing.
Experience the many family-friendly entertainment options and take home cash and carry items.
Come for the deals. Stay for the fun.
4 action-packed days, February 9th through 12th at the La Crosse Center.
Purchase discount tickets at lacrossesportshow.com.
Made in America. What does it mean? It means craftsmanship. It means quality. It means value. And it means jobs. At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're dedicated to bringing you furniture made in North America. And now, during the Made in America sale, you'll find special savings on bedrooms and dining rooms from Daniels Amish and Canadell. Sofas and sectionals from Flex Steel, Smith Brothers, and other quality makers. If it's made in America, it's on sale. See the quality, enjoy the savings. Now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Stella Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today. $2,500 hiring bonus.
When you watch News 8 Now, expect the facts.
A vote to close the nearly 100-year-old Lincoln Middle School.
We are put in this place because the state legislature refuses to fund public education appropriately.
Expect community.
$5 for soup, bread, and a vote.
Winner tonight is going to get a couple $1,000s to make their project happen.
A quarterly micro-grant funding organizer. He hopes that tonight's efforts will better help the community in the long run.
We are News 8. Expect more.
I'm voting for Judge Janet Protasewicz for Supreme Court. She believes in our freedom to make our own decisions when it comes to abortion.
Extremists want to ban abortion,
even in cases of rape and the health of the mother.
Judge Janet Protasewicz is the change Wisconsin needs.
Coming up on News 8 Now at 6, a nationwide shortage of pharmacists are forcing big companies like CVS and Walgreens to cut their hours. A local hospital is fighting the problem with a new program. Students of Gunderson Health System's Pharmacy Tech program are joining the workforce after just 12 weeks. We will be hearing from one of those students coming up tonight at 6.
And one final look at your 8-day. We're going to go to 7 tomorrow, then above normal, above freezing too. Starting Saturday, going into next Friday, rain and maybe even a little bit of snow chance, not out of the question. Monday through Thursday, but still not a bad 8-day. We just have to get past tomorrow.
Yeah, get past these frigid wind chills, what Bill likes to call stupid cold.
Yeah, it is stupid cold.
We'll get through it. We'll see you at 6.